Good morning. Who is hanging out with me today? Happy President's Day. Hola, Jane. Good morning, bestie. You're up awfully early. That's a lot of tags, man. Woo! Good job, girl. I don't know if it actually tags them. Did they all turn bold? Hopefully. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Yeah, I think you have to like select each tag, which is a bummer. Yeah, see how those ones turn bold? Urgh. Nope, it doesn't, because see how they're regular in the big thing, and then when you tag Janet and Nancy, they turn bold? You have to select the tags. I know, it does lock you out. Grr, we'll figure it out. We will totally figure it out. It's fine. It's just gonna take some playing with. Hi, Janet. Jeanette, sorry. All right, guys, let's get started. So today we're going to do a fairly simple card because there's a bunch of stuff blooming in Idaho and I am not well. The whole allergy thing is kicking my butt right now. So that's what we're going to do. This is all of the names of the people who entered our drawing this weekend. So we're going to do that later as well. So the two stamps that I have today are Pretty Pansy and Lie About Your Age. So this is what we're going to be using today. And again, like I said, we're going to be doing a pretty simple card because I'm a little bit under the weather. So what I've done is this is my A2 card base. And then I have cut my mat, which is 1/8 of an inch smaller. And then I have cut my piece of designer paper. And this isn't actually designer paper. It's photo paper that I used alcohol inks with. Yeah, you totally missed the weekend drawing. It's okay because there will be more weekend drawings. So, hi Leah, good morning. So this is what will be on the card. Then from the trimmings of these, I made what I plan on putting on the inside of the card. So this is just a trimming of the black paper and a trimming of the alcohol ink paper. And like I said, I just used photo paper. I did not use Yupo. I've then stamped 2 of the stamps from the Lie About Your Age set and die cut them. So this is, you know, me getting ready. So we're going to set all of that aside for right now. And Jeanette, you've been traveling. So we're going to color these. And I stamped them super light. Okay. And we're going to color these with some Distress inks. And I actually forgot to grab the green, but that's okay. We'll use Copics on those, so we're fine. Okay. So this is the Pretty Pansy, and let me pull this out here so it's a little bit easier to see. I'll put it on my card base. So I've stamped the pieces of the pansy out on this piece of paper so that I can color them in. And I've stamped them in desert sand because I want the edges of these to pretty much disappear. So when I'm coloring my card, I want them to all kind of just disappear. Hey, Becky. So I'm going to start with mustard seed. And so I've used our brand new marker holder, and it fits the Rabbit Hole Designs Bitty blending brushes amazingly. And these are in the shop as well. These are still on pre-order because we don't have them yet. So again, we will get them very soon. Dale is working on them. And I'm just using... Ooh, will somebody tag Marianne Samuelson, please? I'm just using my Bitty blending brushes to color in the centers. And I'm not worried about going over. Good morning, Melissa. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm not worried about going out into the flower or anything like that because this is yellow. It's going to create a fun gradient. I'm super not concerned about going out into the middle of everything. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my next one, which is my salvaged patina. And I'm going to start on this one. Ooh, I did not pick up any ink at all. What is up with this? Is my ink pad dry? There we go. Hi, Mom. Let me go grab my oxide salvage patina. Because I think my distress salvage patina is not happy. Yep, there we go. Are you having your morning coffee and watching me color, Mom? Yes, Sandy's up early. It's a holiday. You shouldn't be working today. Yes, it is a great way to color flowers. Very quick and easy. And I'm also going off the edges of the flowers because when I die cut this, I need more coffee, that's for real. When I die cut this, I want this to be off of the edges so that the full die cut is colored. Okay. Now I'm going to picked raspberry. I know, Sandy's still doing late night lives and still getting up early. And I live in a fantasy world, so I'm making up my own colors here on these flowers. I've never seen a pansy that's, you know, teal and pink, but hey, you know, why not? And like I said, these Bitty blending brushes are in the shop. They are super fun. They're great for some of our more detailed stencils. No, I don't. Hi, Nona. Watching and doing coffee. Found you. Hi, Aunt Candy. How's your foot healing or your ankle healing? Yeah, I use the same brushes for... Where is that question? Do you use separate brushes? I have Copic Travel question. Do you take them with you as a carry-on or check them since they are pressurized? I wasn't sure to bring any since I was flying. Okay, Jeanette, there's a couple of things with that. And I'm going to go back to my salvage patina just to make the transition with these a little bit smoother. I always carry them on. Always. But you cannot color with them on the plane because the cabin pressure and the pressure inside the barrel are not friends. And they will explode. So always carry them on, mainly because that's a lot of money to be trusting TSA with. And with all that being said, I did check mine last time because I got this new carrying case for them when I was at Sandy's house. So I had them all in that carrying case. And so it was easier for me to check them, but it was very stressful and I was worried about my babies the whole time. So there's that. I'm going to grab a couple of greens for those. I'm going to grab Mowed Lawn and Rustic Wilderness. So Mowed Lawn and Rustic Wilderness. And I don't have bitty brushes for these yet, so I'm just going to go. Yes, not fun when it explodes on people. So please do not color. You're so over your ankle hurting, Aunt Candy, I'm sure. Yeah, so please do not color on the plane. Yes, I can put my entire set in a carry-on. So if you use the bags from Pear Blossom Press, you can fit them all in a backpack. Or I have a little rolling tote from Brookstone. But any of the rolling totes will work. I have a hard shell one that I put them in half and then the rest of my stuff in half. Per color. So I have one of these brushes, which they will be coming back in stock. And it says Rustic Wilderness, and that is my Rustic Wilderness. So I have a brush per color. These ones, I am also collecting a brush per color. I'm just not quite there yet. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my plate here. And this is too long. So I'm going to cut this so that I can put it like that. Then I'm going to grab my handy dandy dies. And oh my goodness, I haven't even cut these dies apart yet. What the heck kind of operation am I trying to run here? So grab my little die cutting tools. Yeah, they're not super duper heavy. You can carry them in a backpack. It's not overtly difficult. And like more than half of the time, probably more than 2/3 of the time, I don't even get stopped by TSA anymore. In the beginning, I used to, but not anymore. So it's not a super big concern. Wow, that die went flying. But yeah. Okay, so I'm just cutting out the dies that I'm using. I'll spare you guys the cutting of all the other dies. And I'm sorry that my hands are super duper shaky this morning. It's just part of my thyroid issue. So, deepest apologies if my shaky hands are killing you. They're killing you, Smalls. Because it kills me. But I'm the one with the shaky hands, so it might not kill y'all. Okay. So I'm going to line these up, and I can't cut that leaf at the same time because they're too close together. And I'm going to grab some washi tape, the ink stickers. They are on their website, and I just printed them out. They're on the Ranger website. So again, like I said, I use the frog tape. You can use painter's tape or washi tape or anything like that to tape these down, even though I have a magnetic board, because they still tend to slip. Mom, you got to start using your Big Shot. You have dyes and stuff in there that you should be using. I know it's just sitting in your closet. Okay, so I'm going to walk over to my die cutting machine and cut these out. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, they're totally free. Yep. You just have to download them. Okay. Oops. And I have to cut out this extra leaf. Aren't those pretty? Softly colored. So cool. So I'll put this one on here, line it up, put a sticker on it. Cut this one out. Okay, so there's my other leaf. Now, if you want to be super duper extra, which a lot of the times I am, you guys know this by now. When you wrinkle these leaves and stuff, you can sometimes see underneath. So I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna grab my picked raspberry. And I'm gonna color the edges of these leaves. Petals, whatever. And you don't have to worry about being like, you know, super nice with them, because you're not gonna see all of them. You're just gonna see the edge of it. This will be especially important for a couple of the new flowers that are coming out. Yeah. Same. Same, Holly. We are the same. Okay. We have these bitty blending brushes from the Rabbit Hole Designs in stock. So if you're ordering stuff, we definitely have them, and I love that they fit in here. Makes me happy. Okay, so we are ready now to start shaping our flowers. So there's many different ways to shape your flowers. And I'm gonna grab a foam mat. This can be a mouse pad. This can be out of your Misty. I think this one is actually out of a Misty. This can be a piercing mat. It can be really anything that is soft, that has just a little bit of give to it. It needs to be a little bit softer than paper, but somewhere in that ballpark. So yeah. Yes, Holly. Yes, I'm coloring the back. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I have my distress sprayer. And I'm going to pretend that I have 0 flower tools. Now, you guys know me and you know that I have a bunch of flower tools. But I'm going to pretend for today's sake that I have 0 flower tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on the back sides. So it's all the back sides. And I'm going to take my sprayer and I'm just going to, one little spritz. I'm going to take whatever I have handy to shape the inside of that leaf or petal. And I have this cool, like, puckered shape around the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that and make it happen even a little bit more. Okay. And I'm still going to put this circle in the middle of this and in the middle of this, because that's how pansies are shaped. Okay? So it doesn't look like much now, but it's okay. Same thing with this one. Little spritz. It's just easier for me to grip it like this. It's not that I'm pushing really hard. If you push really hard, you'll actually break through the paper. Okay, same thing. This can be anything though. This can be like a Sharpie. They have great lids for shaping flowers. If you have a Copic Chow, if you're using a Chow, same thing. Yes. You just have to use it vertical. So use what's around you. You do not have to be like, oh, I don't have flower shaping tools. It's okay. I don't either. Well, we all know I do, but it's okay. Now with these, we want to do kind of the same thing, but a little bit different because we want some shaping in some striations in the leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my scissors back in their little sleeve. I'm going to spray these. I'm going to use the same method. I'm going to shape them. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to crease down the middle of the sleeve of the leaf. Okay. So really, you guys, you can use anything that is around you Yes, hot glue sticks work super well also, especially for roses if you're twisting them. I'll show you. Let me grab one. I actually learned this trick from Becky Roberts with the hot glue sticks, is if you take your hot glue stick and you twist it, you can get some nice shape on your leaf that way too. Or on these. Like I'll twist the tops down. There you go. Okay, so now we have this whole 3D flower scenario going on. Again, I'm gonna warm up my hot glue gun. You can use any glue you want. Let me put my dies back on here so that I don't lose them. These are just business card magnets. I'm sure you've heard Sandy and I say it 100 times. It just makes it super easy to store your dies. So they don't all slide down to the bottom when you put them in the sleeve. And there you go. All right. So now I'm going to start constructing my pansy. And look at how it stacks up so quickly and easily. I just love it. Oh, you know what? I should put my card together while I'm waiting for my glue gun. Okay. So again, if you're interested in learning how to do these kinds of backgrounds, at the spring break virtual retreat, our very own Tyler Bright did a class on it. Super awesome. Very fun, very easy alcohol inks. You can use other things besides alcohol inks as well. You can use your Copic refills, but those are kind of golden, so I shy away from that. But a lot of people do because Copic ink is alcohol ink. Okay. Vent magnets from the Home Depot. That's a good idea. Okay, so this card is a top open or a bottom open card. Is Michelle here? Michelle, where are you? You have so many entries into this drawing that we're going to do. Yeah, the business card magnets have sticker on one side that you pull. So it is very simple to use them. Okay, so now I have to decide which way I want my card. I'm pretty sure that I want it vertical. So I'm going to open this up. And this is just a simple and fast way to decorate the insides of your cards. And it's a great way to use some of the scraps that normally would be thrown away. Because I normally would just throw this piece away. But how cool is that? Make sure it's straight. And then I flip it over and I use my espresso. All right, so now the inside of my card matches the outside. Awesome, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my flower now that my hot glue gun is hot. Put a little glue here. Part of what I love about this glue gun is it does heat up so fast. And you can use anything to hold this down while your glue dries. And then I like to just kind of pop these up some after I get it together so that I know where this part is gonna go. Again, grab a little hot glue. Glue it on there without burning your finger. And it's okay if this like flattens out while you're gluing it. Yay! Hi, Cheryl. It's okay if this flattens out while you're gluing it because you can pop it back up and manipulate it and give it more oomph. Okay. Now we can throw this stuff aside. Now, I always, at this point, really like to pull out my glitter. And I grab a piece of sponge, and most of the time I cut my sponges down. Just like that. Then I take my sponge and I put a whole bunch of glue on it. Not like a whole bunch, but enough. And then I kind of like squish it. It's a technical term there. And I go around the outside of my flower. I go around the outside of all the petals. And then I just dunk it in there. Bury it in the glitter. And now you have this pretty soft, sparkly flower. I do the same thing with the leaves. Yeah, these are leaves. Those are petals. Pretty. So pretty. And then this sponge I pretty much just toss. I just throw away. Okay, now we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. So, do I want this on the bottom or on the top? What do you guys think? Bottom or top? Bottom or top? Right? Glittering the edges just adds so much. It's so important. I guess I could go like this and show you. I think I like this on the top. Nona says bottom. All right. We'll do what Nona says then. We'll put it on the bottom. Because all smart grandchildren do what their Nonas say. I do too, Melissa. I very much have a love-hate relationship with glitter. I have exactly one thing of glitter. Hi, Amy. And that's it. You saw it. That's my one thing of glitter. So, okay. So then I'm going to use hot glue on this because I want more adhesion. And because I'm impatient. So I'm going to set it there, make sure that's where I want it. I guess there's one good reason to have a Copic Chow around. You're welcome, Nona. I thought the difference between the pastel colors and the bright colors would just really set this card off. So, I mean, if you're not with me, that's fine. If you think this is hideous. It was an experiment. So, there's that. Just kind of figuring out where I want my leaves to go. There we go. About right there. Okay. Then I have one last little scenario here, and these are called prills. I don't know if you can really see that. Amy, this is the Barely Arts glue that we always use. And it is available in the shop. So I'm going to take and I'm just going to put a bunch of glue right here. 2 big drips. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. And this glue dries absolutely clear. And I never do this until I've already glued my flower to the card. I put way too many on there for a purpose because I like to push them down and make sure that all the glue is covered. Now, again, this glue dries clear, so it's not too big of a deal. Don't stress out too hard about it. I'm gonna grab a piece of scrap paper. This is just computer paper. I'm gonna close these before I spill them everywhere, because we all know that's a thing. Of course, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna have to open them back up again, but that's okay. I'm going to, again, I've lost my pin for my glue. I swear, you guys. Oh, there it is. It's a black pin on a black mat, so, you know, that's a thing. Okay, so now that the glue's had a second to dry, I tap the edge of my card, and I take my paper, and I just make a little boat for these to sit. How fun is that? Super cool, right? So the whole reason for the little boat then is to take these and pour them back in and put the cap on so you don't lose them. That's true, Sandy. I could put a ribbon on it. And there you go, guys. There's our project for today. What do you think? Super fun, super easy. So who wants to do the drawing for the winner of the tickets for the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo from this weekend? There will be more chances. Hi, Chris. I didn't see you sneak in here. Pull all these apart. All right. Ready for the drawing? I used my Sweet Pops tinting. And we have Jennifer Lane Parker and Michelle Brownstein. You are our winners of the Tag a Friend for the 2 tickets to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. So I'm going to assume that we will probably be seeing you in Texas. Michelle Brownstein! I know, right, Tyler? I should just use one of those because I do have one of those. So Jennifer Lane Parker and Michelle Brownstein. Hooray, hooray, you guys win. And we will see you at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. And here's our card, and I will post this video as soon as I get it downloaded. So thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow. Toodles!